great.
Yeah, I like the rocks a lot too.
Hey guys, it's Barb. Today we're making a super cute and super fun little terrarium cake. I ordered these little chocolate rocks online and they're super cute and actually taste really good, which was surprising. I'm using my pre-made mixture of dirt, which is just Oreo crumbs, graham cracker crumbs, and Marbits. I had some dried out brown fondant, which I used to carve out some sticks. And now I'm working on the moss. This is just some of that cake left over that I crumbled. I used some of the big pieces to kind of stick them on there like moss, and I used the remainder to kind of give the buttercream some texture like mud. And I'll just cover the cake with this. Alright, so we made the fondant chocolate, the cake moss. Now it's time to make the plants. I'm going to use some modeling chocolate. I have this mold of a succulent, like a tiny succulent, and some leaves. So I'm going to use those to give the terrarium a more natural and alive feel. And this part's pretty satisfying, so I slowed it down for you and me. I digress. Continue. We are molding these modeling chocolate succulents. I put them in the freezer. I didn't show that part. But after I cleaned it up, I decided to add a third tier, I guess, to this cake to give it some more height. The plan is to make some bright blue dart frogs, and I kind of thought they would get lost in all these colors, so I went with a dark green. Admittedly, probably went a little too hard on it because I got really worried that it was just too green. I tried to fix it with some yellow. As you can see, it's not really working. A girl can have some hope, though. Anyway, we're just going to move past it. I'm going to add those logs or sticks or whatever it is that these are made of fondant. And, of course, I'm just going to overdo that, too, by adding way too much green. For the second one, I'll be more mindful and try not to overdo it on the green. I'll add some little green moss that just flew away, so it doesn't really matter. And I grab a little dollop of buttercream and just kind of like dab it to make it look like some growth or something. Here I go with the paper towel, removing some of that darkness, and we're gonna grab those lime green modeling chocolate succulents that really pop against this dark background, and I really like the way that's starting to look. I am going to airbrush these to give it a less flat look, and make them look kind of real. I love using the airbrush, and I think that's why I overdo it sometimes. But I do need to learn a little bit more so I can be better. I just added some extra rocks. I pulled out the blue ones because my frogs are going to be blue, so I don't want more blue. I just picked these natural colors. And I had a light blue fondant. And this mold is supposed to be for chocolate, so I wasn't sure if it was going to work for fondant, but it worked. We struggled a little bit. I put those in the freezer and they came out fine. I tried this little splatter technique because the dart frogs have a lot of spots on them, and I thought it'd be more organic if I splatter that way. I did not do that on the big frogs because I was a little scared. Something devastating is about to happen, and that is that my phone ran out of memory and it stopped recording. It missed the airbrushing of the frog part, which was really cool looking. So I did add a little bit more just so you could see how it works. And I like the way they came out, actually. We're just going to work on the placement of them. And that little monarch butterfly you just saw, I printed out from rice paper on my sugar printer. And I'll add that later for no reason other than the fact that I had it. But I like this placement. I like the way this works. I like the way the blue pops. And we're done. Now it's just time to admire our work. I actually love the way this came out, honestly. I don't know about the butterfly. Like I said, I just threw it in there for funsies. But this concludes our terrarium journey. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe and all the things. Thank you for watching. You are amazing. Bye.